Greetings everyone, my name's Flare Blitz and welcome back to Pedestal. Happy New Year. Now we have a bit of a conundrum with our protagonists. In the last time around we interviewed the victim's sister, in which that didn't really go down too well. So Shiori is the victim in all of this. She's the one we're trying to discover if it was actually the S word, because YouTube is very, very stupid nowadays when it comes to its restrictions and stuff like that. And then there is the matter of, yes, Sakura Natsume, who is sister of Shiori, and Aoi's approachness to the old matter at hand is that she was rather too subject to what she wanted to get out of it rather than thinking of the sensitive nature in which her questions derives from. So it's really, really difficult if we're going to be able to get her cooperation in the future. Endu, I taught her class modern day social studies last year, but I don't know what she's really like. Shut up, phone. Right. I don't think we... Okay, it's only one question. It's only one thing which we can ask each individual. So I hope you're having a lovely day where you are. Don't know that one. If I don't use the cafeteria, I don't know them. Sorry to say. Okie pokey then. If I don't use the cafeteria, then you will not know them. That is a very fair assumption. Endu? Like from the Orchestra Club? Yeah, they'd have to be the one. She used to come borrow opera CDs with Natsumi. No doubt they use them for the club. Ah, so the two were on good terms? I wonder. I stopped seeing them together as much. Even when they did come together, they seemed distant, as if Endu was avoiding Natsumi. Mayuki was avoiding her? Wonder if something happened between them. We will find out in due course, because we will always uncover the truth at the end of the day. And the club is not on at this point in time. Okie dokie, so it's nice to see that there are changes throughout the the school, aside from main changes. I like to see little minor changes as well, like people not being in classes or people being in classes, stuff like that. Little things you would not normally see. Principal's office, staff room, tennis court, site of the doom. Yeah, YouTube came out with a really very counterintuitive policy recently, where it's like in the first 8 seconds of a monetized video that you're not allowed to include any profanity or anything like that whatsoever. Or, nope, we cannot. This is the auditorium. But we cannot ask the auditorium students about a fellow auditorium related student thing. Hopefully that made sense. Right, 2B, nope. Let's see. Second year restroom, nope. 2D, that's gonna be a big no. What about 2C? Aha, 2C, not a student with an exclamation mark, but there is in this one. Mayuki, how to describe her? Indeed, I feel like she's always cool-headed. I mean, I've never seen her flustered or frustrated. Also, I'm not sure how to put it. She's kind of serious and prudent. She considers things carefully, I guess you say. That is a good trait to have, consider things carefully. Mayuki's aiming to become a pro violinist. I hear she took classes since she was little. Bet she attended here in the first place because we're known for having a great orchestra club. It is a good anchor point for a profession in music to pursue a school which has an expertise within the area of music. Not really sure. Not in my class. Maybe you should go ask. Maybe you should ask girls in orchestra club. Ask the girls. Endu. She's kind of hard to approach. It's just something about her aura. Some do seem friendly with her, but she's often alone. Okie dokie, that's nice to hear. She's more likely to be on her own than with others. I can relate to that at this point in time. Let's see, why are you looking into Endu? Whatever. Sorry, but I don't know a thing. Okay. Sorry, I've got no clue. Not my class or club, so we don't interact at all. Then we should go to the club then, since the other club seemed to have... Well, sorry, the other class seemed to have more on her. Let's see, Jones's room. Endu. Miss Endu. Ah, the orchestra club girl, yes? I don't know any details. That's absolutely fine. Supply room, infirmary. I sometimes see her at the cafe I frequent. I don't know any details about her, sorry. Cafe, you say? Okay, the courtyard is still here, but we cannot disturb said party happening at the courtyard. Pool, field, gym, auditorium, still with an absolute nothing. Nothing to the tennis court. Anything going up towards the rooftop? And it looks like a big no. We haven't talked to everyone yet, though. Who are we missing? We never went to this class for some odd reason. 3C. Ah, the head of the orchestra club. Sorry, no connection there, so I don't know. Okay. Well, I've talked with her before, but she doesn't care to hang out with people, it seems. Says it's easier being alone, so she doesn't have to worry. Maybe she's the Akari type. Akari was like that at first too. Hey, what are you thinking, Aoi? Nothing. Nothing at all. Ah, we can finish. Lovely. But what I loved... Oh, I can't... I can say Rokidoki. I wonder why escape key wasn't working properly. Let's see. Good. And... end questioning. Lovely. We've done that. We discovered that. Oh, yeah. The music of the orchestra club. There we go. The orchestra club's still practicing. I've talked to her third years around. So now I'd like to question the orchestra club members too. And Mayuki herself, right? She's a third year, so she wouldn't retired from her club by now. Wouldn't she be at home already? Third years in culture clubs don't retire till after the November Culture Festival. So Mayuki should be there too. Then we'll wait until they're done. Don't want to just sit on my ass. But wait, there's more we can do. Behold, investigation to Sumikazu... whatever their name is. Shiori Natsume's fiancé. Is there anyone on campus who knows about that guy? Feels like hardly anyone did during your first round of questioning. That's why I'd like to head out for an attack on Iris Academy. We may learn a bit of this from his schoolmates, students, and I'd like to meet the man himself. Attack? Isn't it a boys' school? Infiltrating a boys' school is a bit much, don't you think? We can at least ask people at the gate. If we're lucky enough, we might meet him too. Though to that end, I'd like to know a bit about what Yazuka looks... I don't know these names, honestly. Got to think of it. The girl who told us about him met him, didn't she? I forgot to read all about. My apologies. I'm getting so flustered by the pronunciation of these names and my lack of being able to do so. Going outside the school, but starting to feel like more of a hassle. Or hustle. One of those. Right, to-do list. It seems... Oh. Can we escape? Said earlier. I think we could. Field? Nope. Entrance. We can go to the entrance. And what can we do post entrance? Maybe nothing. Perhaps there isn't really much we can do. I don't think the sight of there is going to help us. Like, where do we go to exit the school? Like, the entrance would be the most obvious choice, but it's not going to be in this case. Like, it says senior high entrance, but yet there's no exit. How do kids in this school escape from this school? Or better yet, how do they enter the school in the first place? Maybe there's some kind of corpse party conspiracy going on. Once you're into the school, you're no longer able to get out of it once a certain ritual goes into place. Ah, this is the individual to talk to. No exclamation mark though. Hey, Amiyai, how do you want to pronounce her name? You mentioned earlier that you met Shiori Natsume's fiance once, right? Could you give us a bit more detail about what he looks like? I think I'm going to meet him. Eh? Detail is putting a lot of pressure on me. I mean, he really was an average guy. Please just try to dig a little deeper. How about his hairstyle? Or clothes? Did he have any special features? He had black hair and his hair was parted in the middle. I guess maybe his face was sort of girly too. And he was wearing an Iris Academy uniform at Iris Academy, which is about as bland of a heat description that you can get. As for special features, no, he really didn't. Maybe sort of wishy-washy and unreliable seeming. Look, you definitely have better luck asking people at Iris Academy. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks for your help. For goodness sakes, Aoi, you really are insensitive when it comes to questioning. But I suppose that's how investigations like this go into. You sort of avoid the fact that people might have some kind of weight on their shoulders regarding the subject in hand. Well, let's begin our attack on Iris Academy right away. It's close here, so let's just walk it. Got it. Mind if I split off on the way? There's somewhere I want to drop by. No can do. You're just trying to go home, aren't you? We'll go to Iris Academy together. Bah. If you say so, can we exit the school now? Oh, we can exit the school. Ah. An arrow, really? Like, of all the things that we could, you know, utilize as like a potential pointer towards exiting the school, we have this big fat red arrow. Okay. Ah, now we can warp between the girl school and the boy school. Let's see what we can discover here and there. Alright then. Hi. Excuse me, I want to ask you something. Are you familiar with a second year named Sumikazu? Yeah, I know him, but I have business with him. Is he still on campus? Yeah, he is. He was getting ready to go earlier, so you should be leaving in a bit. If you wait here, maybe you'll see him. Oh, I see. Thank you very much. Okay, let's keep it up then. We'll question people coming out and see if we can find him. Oh, dearie me. You've entered interview mode. The sub-key can change topics or turn an interview off. Hold the sub-key to restart the mission. Okay. So there's a likelihood that we could fail this. Cannot enter school or road. Do not know. Second year, sorry, my first year. It's a good thing that they pause. He's seriously average inside and out, and about the only way he stands out is that he's rich. Okay. He's rich, you say? Lovely. Who's that? Got no clue. Which is going to be horizontal. We cannot enter the school, but we cannot go on the road. Yasu's son of the president of Yazu Manufacturing, which means he'll be president someday, lucky him. Yazuka Manufacturing. I've never heard of it. Is it not an especially big company? Nah, but they say Natsumi Corporation wouldn't have flourished without Yazuka Manufacturing. Must be a pretty amazing company by Nick. I guess. Me and words. Me and the words. Cannot go there. You say I've never heard of him. Okay. Feels like I've heard that name before, but I don't know what the guy's like. Okay. Sure, I didn't get the first bit because I was trying to press it, although she died. Yeah, that was it, because I say fiance, but their respective fathers were set on it and decided it for them, apparently. Even so, you gotta be a shock for your fiance to die. Indeed. A bit of a shocker. Dunno. Him. Try asking somebody else. Okay. If it ain't Hitani, come to think of it, you did go here. You know him, Akari? Yeah, took the same tutoring classes during junior high. Hitani, you know Sumikazu? We want to know what he's like. Oh yeah, that guy. The guy who was engaged to a super rich lady at your school. Natsumi, was it? But he's not in my class, so I don't know. Sorry, guys. No, thank you for your assistance. An acquaintance of Akari's is from junior high, eh? Wonder if I could have him tell me some secret Akari anecdotes. Don't be sneaky now. This is not the mission. Hello? You know, I do remember that guy, but we've never talked, so I don't know. That's okay. I didn't get to see that description. You want to know about Sumikazu? If I remember right, he was engaged to a girl at your school. He said he absolutely wouldn't marry her, though. What? Did he now? Yep. I bet that fiancé of his was super pretty, right? The guy's asking for a slapping saying that. Oh, but didn't she die, actually? She unfortunately did. Well, are you trying to flirt? Don't know him. Nope. Not trying to flirt. I pressed the enter button too many times. Were Yazuka and his fiancée close? Kind of seems like they weren't at first, actually, but at some point they suddenly got friendly. Heard him talking fondly of her bunch, like how they went shopping together. My apologies for just skipping, but I don't know why I sometimes enter the enter key twice. I don't remember really like that guy. I mean, his fiancée died, and he had the nerve to be like, it couldn't be helped. That's kind of cruel, man. He said that, huh? That certainly is cool, but what did he mean, couldn't be helped? Yes, it's almost like it was the veering towards their destiny. Like, there was nothing that could have prevented it. Is somebody else? Hello? Shimizaku with a hairstyle like mine, so I don't know. Okay. Sorry, I don't know him, I'm in a rush, so excuse me. Okie dokie. Second year, don't know much about my juniors. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Try hitting up somebody else. I'm not hitting up anybody. Never heard of him. Is he a student at this school? Perhaps he isn't a student of the school. Hello. Well, sorry, I'm afraid I don't know him. Sorry about that. You? Yazuka? I don't know, dude. Okay. You? Nah, I don't know. Second year, right? We got a bunch of students at our school, see? Exactly. No, I'm not him. Same hairstyle. I just got run-of-the-mill hair. Oh, nobody. You girls need something? All the students are gone, so I'm closing up. What? That can't be. Strange. I doubt we just overlooked him. Maybe he was weary of us. Playing dumb and scurried off. Oh, game over. We perhaps took too long. Looking for someone with only a name and hairstyle. If only you had a photo or something, huh? Yeah, that would be a great start, but I still cannot get anything. Oh. You're looking for this Yazuka to write a newspaper? That's rough. You should have brought a few more people. No. Never heard of him. Is he a student of his school? Might be faster to talk to a teacher rather than asking around here. We do have a lot of scary teachers, so thanks for that. So I don't know him. Hey, you said you don't know him, but could it be that you're him? Sumikazu? Relax, I'm up to anything nefarious. I just want to talk for a bit. If you say that. What do you want? So you are Yazuka. Thank goodness. I want to ask about Shiori Natsume. Can we take this elsewhere? Yep, that would be for the better, actually. Let's see. I'm sorry for lying earlier. I was a bit weary about some girl I didn't know was looking for me. Don't sweat it. I'm sorry to have appeared out of the blue myself, with my blue hair. Don't worry, I won't take up your time. If you say so. First of all, my deepest concerns for your loss. It really is quite a shame. Oh, great. Very nervous. So, on to business, Miss Insensitive. What do you think about Shiori Natsume's death, Yazuka? Be honest, was your engagement to Natsumi just a political marriage? Your father's fostered it upon you, right? Perhaps Natsumi's father had a debt of gratitude to your father, so he made his daughter be your bride? And I hear you had no will to marry her at first, but more recently you got on board. Why is that? Again, with the huge amount of questions. Ah, that's right. Apparently you remarked about Natsume's death couldn't be helped. What do you mean by that? Do you perhaps know something about her death? Was there some situation with Natsumi that even her dying was to be expected? Too many questions again. You two. Why are you investigating to Shiori? Well, I've got a couple of notions, but I guess number one is, I want to have it make sense. Why did Natsumi die? I want to make the truth clear. So I ask for your assistance. I'll say advice. Right. Sorry, but I have nothing to tell you. What? Then why did we take this elsewhere? Because I wanted to make it plainly clear that I had nothing to say to you, and it'd be a bother if I were to loiter in front of a school. Don't you find it at all rude to the deceased? Exactly, and those who mourn her loss to dig around for her secrets is despisable. I was Shiori's fiancé. I intended to marry her, so even if Shiori is dead, I will protect her. Protect her from people like you, uncouthly aiming to expose her secret. If Shiori chose death, then there's no more reason for her to suffer. Apologies you had to come out here, but I'll be taking my leave. Take care on your way back. Wait, but at least tell me, what did you think of Natsumi? I respected her, and I did like her. We talked about becoming family, or started a family. Goodbye. Don't stick your nose into anything to do with Shiori anymore. That's a bold statement. Oh, what the heck? Despisable? Uncouth? You're gonna go that far? As if you're getting mad makes any sense. Yazuka was right to say it. The forced show of sympathy was bad enough, then bluntly stepping on one delicate topic after another. Miss Insensitive is still at large. If there was anything that would sum up her in a line, it's this. Miss Insensitive is still at large. I feel like your ability to take action off a single theme is a strength, but learn to consider other people just a little more. Just don't be rude. I'm doing my best. People doing their best don't change the full body tights outside, even if it is dark outside. You're the one who said it's futile to search other people's hearts, Akari. I'm not saying you have to completely understand or even sympathize. Figure out how people take and make use of it. Especially if you're aiming to get things moving the way you want them to. At this rate, I'm pretty sure you won't be getting a peep out of Mayuki. Mayuki? Is she that stubborn? You'll see when you meet her. Right. Well, I do get to talk to him, so I guess we'll call the Iris Academy mission a technical success. It wasn't a success. I don't know how you derived to that conclusion. Okay, true, and we did get info out of it. Oh yeah, we did with the other students, actually. Yazuka's clearly hiding something. Something about Natsumi, but he can't tell others. Huh? All we told Yazuka was we're searching for the truth of Natsumi's death. But Yazuka changed that out for her secret. The truth. What it was that resulted in Natsumi's death isn't necessarily her secret. It was a whole month ago, too. But from the way he talked... What do you mean by that? Yazuka seems convinced Natsumi's death was that word. He thinks that's the truth. And he's opposed to us trying to expose the reasons for that thing. Natsumi's secret. I get it. Natsumi's secret, which is to say the circumstances that led him to say it couldn't be helped. What's his relationship with Natsumi? We heard he was optimistic about marriage, but it didn't look like he had feelings for her. What? Why not? He was all, I liked her. That doesn't mean I love her, though. When you asked him what he thought of Natsumi, his immediate response was, I respected her. Before, I liked her. Exactly. Maybe liked her is how he really feels, but romantically? Seems up in the air. And all the harder to know with his family situation making things murky. I guess you could see it that way too. You know, we heard Yazuka seemed unreliable, but talking to him, I don't see it. Maybe just because he was mad, but, well, Miss Insensitive made him mad. Ugh, I'm getting overloaded by all this info. Let's consider Yazuka thoroughly some other time. I don't think we're going to be able to approach him again for some odd reason. I don't hear the orchestra playing, but the music room lights are on, which means practice is over and there are still people left. Alright, let's put ourselves together. We'll question the orchestra club members and Mayuki. Oh yeah, actually, I need to question the orchestra club about Natsumi too, since I couldn't before. Are we going to get a third round of Miss Insensitive? We're going to find out. Perhaps that is kind of a strength of a character, is that you just get straight into the subject, regardless if the subject itself is sensitive or not. Hello, everybody. Shiori was super good at violin, the kind of talent that pros are made of, though she considered it a hobby herself. And I think that's what a profession should always feel like at the end of the day, a hobby. And if you get money out of it or not, you could view it as a profession, yes, but you should always view it in some ways as a hobby, because if it's just a profession rather than just a hobby, then you're not really enjoying that profession. Shiori, I knew her, but I feel awkward talking about her when she passed away. Sorry. On top of being really pretty, she was good at violin. Having Shiori in the club made us look great. It's really lonely now without her. We can perform other questions. What's she like? As cool as she looks, she has a highly competitive side. Just my opinion, at least. Still, it is good to be competitive in some nature. Mayuki's are pretty stoic. I was going to say static or stoic. Harsh on herself and on others, I'd say. Great. Mayuki, she's in the storage room. How about you talk to her when she's done practicing? We know where she is then. I'm a third year, so I didn't know Shiori much personally. Still, I can say she was really good at violin. Ah yes, Mayuki. She's hard to approach, but she's a little bit feared. But she's really caring. Kind of like a mother, really. Truly, our dependable club leader. Okay. Some kind of parenthood. She was really skilled at violin. As you'd expect from being taught since forever ago, I guess people who do music really do need... That's not necessarily true. You don't always do something for money. You want to know about Mayuki, huh? I'll pass. I feel like I'll be getting yelled at later if I run my mouth. I play woodwinds, so I'm no expert, but Shiori's violin really did seem clean. Playing instruments, your personality shines through. Exactly, there is no music without emotion. I love the forcefulness of Mayuki's violin. She's more suited for soloing than an orchestra, though she is here with an orchestra. Come to think of it, Shiori had a real expensive violin. My clown has a cheap piece of junk. Wonder what happened to that violin. Mayuki's been going to violin classes for a long time. Most people like that would slack off in their club, but Mayuki takes both very seriously. She makes no compromises for violin. Good on her. Exactly. No compromises in this clubhouse. Natsumi senpai? You call her senpai. She was pretty. So nice. Good at violin. Honestly, she was just perfect. Yeah, there's always different meanings in different cultures. I find Endu senpai a little scary. She's diligent and good at violin, of course, but as a junior, she's kind of hard to approach. Intimidating, are we? I don't know stringed instruments very well, but Shiori's violin skills were amazing, I hear. I mean, apparently she did practice all the time. What is Mayuki like? She's good at violin, of course, but she's really dependable in other ways too. I performed way better with her as concert mistress, okay, but actually Mayuki was concert mistress for a long time, but one day she suddenly handed it to Shiori. Surely there's no reason to do that. I wish she'd have kept it up until graduation. Over previous competition, Natsumi was caught concert mistress for that. Yeah? Yep. Shiori was reluctant, but ultimately gave in, and since then the two seemed to become distant. So she must have been the girl that went to the library with Natsumi then. Or Shiori Natsume. She was the type of girl who everyone could like. Pretty, rich, good at violin, yet not smarmy at all. Ah, Mayuki, huh? She was like a lone wolf, but Shiori was affectionate with her. And she didn't seem opposed to it herself. Okie dokie. Almost there with the conversations. Shiori had I was going to say reliable there, but where did I get that from? A real incredible air about her. A whole different aura from your ordinary girl. Guess that's from being brought up in a different world. A different perspective. Mayuki had quite an aura of her own, you know. She's like so cool. I'm glad to have met someone like that as a leader. Last but not least, Natsumi Senpai. Come to think of it, she often mentioned her respect for the club head. Kind of adored her like a big sister. Maybe they felt close as fellow violin experts? Who knows? Club head Mayuki. She's practicing in the storage room. So why don't you talk to her in Wait, she's practicing in the storage room. Music in the storage room. I'd feel a little iffy about speaking for her. But why are you within the storage room practicing? While I'm here, I better question people thoroughly, and I want to meet Mayuki too. But didn't we also question everybody, for goodness sakes? Great. There's also the off mode as well. Great. I should have done this while I was at it. Great. Just fantastic. Oh, I feel so peeved for doing this 3 times. You know, you could hide perfectly behind a contrabass bass. I'm not going to fit inside a tuba. Do you know the basson is soft and makes a nice sound? People who don't listen to classical might not be familiar with it. Why do I get out of these non-interview mode like conversations? It's almost like, where'd the mute go? I took the mute with me. We're not going to turn mute anytime soon. Can we go now? Don't go in the storage room yet. Mayuki's doing personal practice. Ah, I forgot to do that. Hold sub key to conclude for the moment. Finish. And... oh, she isn't here then. Hello. Long time no see, Miss Abby. Hey, so you two know each other. Do you need something? I was just about to leave. It's not me. It's this Shorty here who has business with you. It seems Shorty. Nice to meet you. I'm Aoi from Class 2A, head of a newspaper club. Good to meet you as well. I'm third year Mayuki Indu. What is your business? I'm in the middle of an investigation for an article, and you see, I'd like to ask you about Shiori Natsume. About Shiori? An article? What do you intend to write? The story that Natsumi killed herself just didn't seem right with me, so I'm looking into it if it's true or not. And so you came here just to hear what I had to say. I appreciate your efforts, how passionate you are for your club. If you're going to do something, you must do it all the way. Even if it's only for a school club. You think so too, don't you, Miss Abe? Uh-huh. Well, my club activity's going home, so I wouldn't know about that. Miss Uri, I apologize, but I cannot speak about Shiori's death. I feel that I mustn't. I do not know why Shiori died, and it's no good to sprout speculation, ignorant of the truth. It seems you were talking with the others in the other room. Were you perhaps questioning them about Shiori's death? If so, I hope you refrain in the future. Many were shocked by Shiori's death. Don't reopen old wounds aimlessly. I'm sorry, but, I was just asking what Natsumi was like. Not going so far as to... I think you did try and ask others about why she did that. In that case, very well, sorry for doubting you. If this is about Shiori herself and not her death, then I can tell you what I can. Is there something you want to ask? Well, Mayuki, it's maybe more about you than Natsumi, but... Why did you hand over the title of concert mistress to Natsumi? There was no need for that, was there? It sounds like Natsumi was fond of you, and you accepted that yourself. Yet things got awkward between you after passing the concert mistress role. Did something happen with you and Natsumi? It's not a pleasing thing to be accused of being involved in someone's death. I didn't mean anything like that. It's not as if I suspect you, Mayuki. Anybody is a suspect until proven otherwise. If you're gathering info from people connected to the deceased, investigators disprove the suggestion of that, that is what it implies, is it not? Sorry for getting off topic. Whatever. I may have felt it has no relevance to what you wish to know, Miss Ui. The concert mistress is the first violin, the top performer, and she has the orchestra's deep trust. She must be able to manage them all. Shiori met those requirements easily, though she herself showed modesty, so I gave it to her because I wanted to. That's all it is. The previous competition was Shiori's first time as concert mistress. You know how it went yourself, yes? You wrote an article for us, Miss Aoi. Did one of the other girls in the club tell you that we became awkward? People see things their own ways. I have no right to speak on it. Respectably so. I don't believe that my judgment was mistaken, and I have no regrets, even after Shiori's passing. Is that enough? I should be going soon. I have violin lessons to attend. Yes, sorry to bother you. Miss Ui. You know that Shiori was a girl who garnered affection and inspiration. So be cautious. She wasn't just given it. If you continue with this approach, you'll make enemies before you know it. But I don't intend to stop what you're doing myself. That is very true. And Akari kind of hinted at with the misinsensitive approach. Right. You gotta put your shoes in other people's places at first before you can actually, dive deep into the subject. Think about things from their perspective. So what do you make of her? Mayuki, I mean. It was sort of like she had no openings, and in the end she skillfully dodged my questions too. I'm kind of left with an upset stomach. She's smart. Even if she seems generous, in truth she's got her guard up. She'll never say what she doesn't wanna. Yeah, she was kind of forceful, so I felt like she was mad at me the whole time. Between Yazuka and Mayuki, everyone's so thorny. I just really want to know the truth. No getting around that. Mayuki said it herself, you're gonna make enemies. The closer they were to Natsumi, the more they'll hate being probed, whether they got guilty feelings or not. Do things how you wanna, but have some awareness of the ire it'll get you. How about rethinking whether you want to investigate Natsumi that badly? I guess so. I'll go home and think it over. Aoi just wants to find the truth. But she's not going about it in a very considerate manner for those who are deeply affected by it. I don't care if I get shunned, if I make enemies, I don't care about that. I want to know the truth no matter what. I'm just investigating for myself. I'm selfishness first. You are indeed, Aoi. You're indeed. If your alternative is this haziness, I could put up with a little resentment. Any objections? Not really. It's your decision after all. So what'll it be today? For today, we're going to question people about Midori. We have hardly any prior knowledge of her. We've been told she has little presence as she doesn't seem to be in a club. For now, we'll question second years, then look for Midori herself. Though who knows if she's on campus. Oh, you know. I never actually said it, but Midori is the girl who was crying on the stairs to the roof before. Oh, for her. Okay. What, is she? Why didn't you say that sooner? Even if I knew her existence, I don't know anything about her, so I figured there was no reason to. You're gonna look for her, right? Be glad we got an appearance to go off. Right, yeah. She might be at home since she's not in a club, but let's take a look. Let's take a look around the school. We are now in interview mode again. Very cool. There's no problem with her, but her parents are a different story. Okie dokie. How so? Are they, what do you mean by helicopter parents? Yeah, I hear whenever she doesn't get good enough test scores, they come to yell at the school. Homeroom teacher was complaining. They're awful strict on their daughter and restrict her a bunch, I'm told. Can't go out even on days off. That's rough for a girl her age. Yeah. You're supposed to explore as a child. You're supposed to be able to hang out with friends and stuff. You can't be confined to home just because somebody says so. Is there a girl by that name? I sure don't remember her. Okay, so it's like she never comes here, so that is, well, that's all we can get out of the cafeteria lady. Art, music, library. Hello. Yeah, I see her here sometimes. She reads by herself after school, but I've never talked with her. And the club is going on at this point in time, so we will refrain from talking to them. But it's not like we can talk to them in the first place. Stairs to the rooftop. Nobody here. You had to look up like that investigation with the Iris Academy thing on the Pedestal download page, because it's like, I had no clue. I interacted with everybody and nobody gave me anything, so you had to kind of switch the interview mode sort of thing. 1, 1, 1. None of those. Courtyard. Again, there is no purpose with the courtyard. I swear, if there is no important events at the courtyard aside from those 5 students there, then that is a bit of wasted space. She comes to the infirmary to rest sometimes. She doesn't seem very physically sturdy. Huh? Does she ever talk or anything? Not much more than small talk. She's a quiet one. Now that I think about it, I heard she doesn't have a phone or PC. I was shocked when I heard. What? She doesn't? Rare for a girl these days, isn't it? Young people can now chat on social media, don't they? I wonder if she can communicate well with her friends. That is rather startling that her parents would go to that length to constrict her and make sure she's only about studies. Your life is confined to studies and only studies. Midori. I feel like I've heard that name before. Sorry, but I just can't remember. Or is the fact that you can't speak to other people about other people's sensitive information along, for example, anything kind of health related, which is absolutely fine. Because that stuff is confidential after all. Auditorium. Oh, there's no auditorium students here. Okie dokie. Not practicing today. Gym, pool. Again, we've got this conundrum where there's nobody to talk to. Let's see. Oh, we've got the 2 classes. I forgot about that. Ah, that girl. The girl who is always with Natsumi. She's kind of forgettable. Maybe no one really knew her very well. Ah, the girl with the hair that's half up in a bun. I haven't seen her lately. Half up in a bun. Okay, that's really important to remember. What class was she again? Who knows? Let's see. Who's that? Kind of an unusual name. And yours is not unusual, no Mura? Or Kano? Don't know that girl. Maybe she was an acquaintance of Natsumi's? That's what I'm trying to decipher with everybody. Her. I don't know. I don't really have anything to say. Frankly, I don't really know what she's like. It seems like this is the person we got the least amount of information about, because it's just that nobody really knows her. You want to know about her too, not just you. Well, okay, but it's better if you don't ask her about Shiori, okay? Huh? Why? There's 3 girls who hang out with her lately, and they'll yell at you not to bring up Shiori. They seem to be concerned for her, but... Ah, that's right, you told me before how there are some girls who overreact, and they're with Midori. Right, they're diligent girls. What if they're being considerate to keep her from getting hurt, since she got along with Shiori? Who knows? I'm gonna keep trying to pronounce that surname though. She isn't in a club, but she always sticks around after school. Kind of seems like she doesn't want to go home. Really? I wonder if she's still around today too. Who knows? Oh, actually, I saw her outside the staff room earlier. So maybe she is? Staff room. Okay. She used to only associate with Shiori, but she seems to have gained friends lately. She's always going around with 3 others. By lately, you mean after Natsumi's dead? They weren't friendly before that? Yeah, I guess seems so. She is kind of gloomy after all. She probably didn't have many friends, you know. That's really rough. You always need friends in school. Friends are important in school and out of school. Was there a second year by that name? Is she cute? If she was super pretty, I'd sure remember her. Wait, dunno. What class is she in? I haven't got a clue, or maybe there has been that subtle hint, but we just have not caught on to him. Well, I haven't caught on to him. I live in the same apartment complex as her, but I've never seen her with friends or anything. Maybe she didn't interact with anyone but Natsumi. Don't know about now, but who knows? Now that you mention it, I think she often walked home with Natsumi, but all I know is her face. Okay, Okabe. Rintaro Okabe. No clue. I don't know most girls outside my class. I feel like I've heard it before. No, I can't remember. Cannot remember said name and do not care about said name. And... she's a timid and mature girl. Pessimistic and kind of gloomy. Your upbringing can have an important involvement as to how you are today. Who the heck's that? Who the heck's that? Don't know her. A second year, is she? What a strange last name. Do we have a girl named that here? Who knows? Staff room. Didn't mention about her being outside the staff room. I wonder if we can... we can finish questioning. Lovely. We can do that. That is a thing. Good. At first I thought I was holding down the caps lock key there. What? Oh, we have to go into a room of sorts, possibly? Oh. Excuse me, what just happened? Did I need to go somewhere? What do I do? I completely missed out on what it was that I needed to do. We finished with the questions, but... Let's go to our list then. Our goddamn to-do list. Search for her. Okay, we have questioned people about... Oh, maybe she's... Perhaps she could be outdoors. Senior? Oh, she could be there. Hi, Kiki. Do you have a sec? Oh. You got along with Shiori, didn't you? We're looking into Natsumi for the sake of a newspaper club, but mainly for me. And only for me. So could we possibly talk with you? Timid. Hey! You should be a little better with your approach when it comes to this sort of thing. Now it seems to be a cat and mouse scenario. Do wonder why the auditorium is open though. Ah, so this is where you were. We're not to anything dubious. Yeah, something about a dubious person would say. We're Aoi and Abby from 2A. Please assist the newspaper club with... Wait. You're gonna need to be a bit more calm with your approach. Be a bit more, I don't know, approachable. If there's even such a word as that. You're up here. There you are. Why are you running? Don't be so startled. I just want to ask a bit about Shiori. Sorry, Jeez, why are you running? I want you to get away next time. Want me to borrow a net? Fujimura might have one. No, I wouldn't go that far. We're not trying to capture people. We just want them to cooperate with us. But how are we going to do this? Oh, in here. Auditorium. Now you're not being that nice at all. You're being angry at somebody who's timid. Kiki, why are you running? Please let me talk to you. But I don't have anything to say to. Anything's fine. Look, we don't know you very well either, Hakakiki, so I appreciate you telling us. Also, come on, Shiori Natsume was your closest friend, wasn't she? Wouldn't you reminisce for us? Shiori. Damn. What is it? She is obviously very upset. Shiori... Oh. Shiori never thought of me as a friend. Huh? How do you mean? Ah, there you are, Hakagigi. Hello, you three. Geez, we said we're going home together, right? We're to go looking for you. Hakagigi, are you crying? What's wrong? Hey, you two. What'd you do to Hakagigi? No, it's not. Oh, for goodness sakes, again with this. You keep snooping your rose around, Aoi. Natsumi. You were questioning Hakagigi about Natsumi. Stop that. Hakagigi was... No, she wasn't actually. Was friends with Natsumi, you know. She was shocked by her death. Don't go open up those wounds. You're terrible. I didn't mean to. Hakagigi, let's go. You don't have to indulge people like that. But we're just half in it for laughs anyway. We're not in it for laughs. Oh, dear. Sorry I couldn't be of help. The heck was that? Practically making us out as scoundrels. Sure, I feel bad about making her cry, but... So those are the overreactors Sato mentioned. I see. Bad news. Ah, so they're the ones who are hanging around Hakagigi. The three of them weren't friends with Hakagigi before Natsumi died, right? Now they're acting like that. We'll show concern for poor Hakagigi, who lost her only friend. I'll bet. What kind souls? I wonder about how that feels when you're in Hakagigi's shoes. I mean, it's not like they get along, right? They're just with her out of sympathy, right? Wouldn't that be uncomfortable? Who knows? But hey, it seems like she's hardly had any friends to start with. Maybe a positive outcome overall. Don't know Hakagigi's true feelings, but if she's not opposed to it, it's not for others to speak on. So, pretty sure we've hit our limit for questioning Hakagigi now. And you saw how she was. Yeah, I'm curious what she really meant about Natsumi not thinking of her as a friend, but no chance we can do any more today. Yep, so can we go home? Yeah, let's go. But I will be making a stop. Where? At Natsumi's house, for goodness sakes. Aoi, for goodness sakes, you are making this experience so uncomfortable. At Natsumi's house, ta-da! Next, I'll go to Natsumi's house and talk of her family. What, for real? That sounds like a hell of a hassle. And wait, do you even know where Natsumi's house is? I do. It's just near Hanatachi Station. It's well known as a high-end residence. Even if you went, how are you going to extract info? We've got no connection whatsoever, just attended the same school. If I brought up a newspaper club thing, that'd probably make things worse. So maybe something like, I want to talk about her memories of her woodwork. Well, let's just try going. Even if we can't talk with them, we might get something out of it. Pain in my ass, yeah. I'm feeling that as well. A bloody pain. I don't know why, but for this whole episode, I felt so lethargic because I just kind of know how Aoi would approach this entire ordeal of looking into somebody's demise because you have a hunch, but it's not a, S word, because YouTube doesn't like it when people say, or it's mentioned within a game, the S word. Aoi, you've made my entire experience of this game kind of uncomfortable so far, but let's see how we're going to go about. Oh, I heard rumor of it, but it really is a fancy estate. Aoi, you want to run a simulation of how you're going to talk to him first? First of all, my deepest condolences. Pray for happiness in the next world, etc., etc. What do you mean by the next world? So what kind of girl was your daughter? How was she before she died? What are the rumors that... No. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Aoi, just keep a meek expression shut up for a while. What? Why? There's stuff I want to ask. You realize if you screw this up, it's going to be a problem later. Your approach is absolutely going to make them upset with you. We just want to know info on Natsumi. Doesn't matter what, right? I'll bring up whatever topic, so you just be patient. Alright. This is the Natsumi residence. Who might you be? Good day, my name is Akari Abe, and I'm a second year from Cosmos Girls Academy. Does the family of Shiori Natsume live here? And what is your business? I simply wish to speak about Miss Shiori with her family. If they're preoccupied, however, I can come another time. No, that's alright, please wait a moment. I'll summon the mistress. Now you see, that was kind of a more approachable scenario. Hello there, I'm Ayako, Shiori and Sakura's mother. What was it you wanted? I'm terribly sorry to intrude upon you so suddenly. My name is Akari Abe from Cosmos Girls Academy, and this is Aoi Ui. We came today to express our deepest condolences for Miss Shiori, as we were unable to attend this funeral. Did we interrupt anything? My, it's no bother at all. I'm sure Shiori would be overjoyed. Please, go offer her some incense. Thank you kindly. Could you place this in front of the altar? Oh my, thank you for going out of your way. Please come inside. Ah, so that's why she stopped by the flower shop. I thought there was something additional on hand. That's our Akari. That explains the blazers too. Yes, gotta be proper. When you're going into a rich estate like this one. Once again, I would express my deepest condolences for your loss. She was truly a pillar of our school. To lose Miss Shiori so soon is nothing short of a tragedy. Thank you. Shiori would be glad to hear you say that. Were you two perhaps friends with hers? More like class acquaintances. Ah, that as well. Yes, Miss Shiori was very kind to us while she yet lived. Is that so? I'm sorry for not recognizing the two of you. Shiori did sometimes invite over friends for parties, so I suppose you must have been around then? Yes, well... Excuse me. Actually, perhaps I cannot truly say we were friends with Miss Shiori. My, really? What do you mean by that? Miss Shiori was so graceful, gentle, and intelligent. She was truly wonderful. We always looked up to her. So we were alas too nervous. We always wished to be closer with Miss Shiori, but it never came to pass. In the end, we were able to speak with Miss Shiori only a bit. We could only ever watch her from a distance. While we heard she had passed, it came as such a great shock. We were too devastated to even think. Even while those close to Miss Shiori said they were going to her funeral, we were unable to join them. We were simply too saddened. It's only recently we were able to recover from that shock. So today we decided to summon our courage to come here. We were unable to become close with Miss Shiori in life, so I thought if we could at least speak about her with our family. So that's what happened. Shiori's blessed to have someone who saw her that day. Truly, thank you for coming today. This is the only approach we've seen from Akari, but I instantly like her approach more than Aoi's approach. No doubt it's rude for me to ask such a thing, but why do you suppose Miss Shiori had to pass away? That I don't know. All we know is that she died at the school. The police told us the odds were high it was that. But she left no note, no anything. That? I just can't believe it's true. We put her in a good school, gave her good things, made the best environment we could for her. Why would she go and give up a stable future? Some battles are ones that we fight with ourselves. And they are the battles which are both the most invisible from an outsider perspective, but also the most difficult. I can only imagine your heartache. I don't suppose Miss Shiori showed any unusual behavior before she died. No, she truly was the same as ever. Perhaps it was just putting on a brave face, but she seemed excited about her club time and violin practice. I see. As I thought, even her parents saw her as a princess worth boasting about. What was she usually like at home? I may be biased as her mother, but Shiori was really such a good girl. She always did as we told her. She worked hard at both school and violin. She was never defiant towards us even once. When marriage came up, even she was at a loss, yes. But she endeavored to get along with her fiancé, and once he finally opened up too, they became close. For it to end up like this, after all that, I truly feel sorry for him. No doubt her betrothed is deeply saddened by the loss of someone as wonderful as Miss Shiori as well. But perhaps none can match the sorrow of the parents who raised her such. When Shiori is alive, I saw in her traces of her excellent upbringing. I thank you for accepting us today, truly. I feel our grief has been ever so slightly healed by getting to speak about Miss Shiori. No, thank you. If you'd like, please come visit again after the 49th day memorial rite. We'll be distributing mementos of Shiori. No, that's all right. More importantly, if it's all right with you, madam. On second thought, I think I'll refrain. It's simply too impudent. What is it? It's all right. Go ahead. If it's all right with you, could we be allowed to see Miss Shiori's room? I've always wondered what sort of room a person as wonderful Miss Shiori would have spent her time in. I hope to be invited there someday. Ooh. I'm sorry, it really is blazing to ask, especially when we're unable to even be friends with Miss Shiori. Oh no, don't say that. Please go ahead and look. I'll show you do it. Thank you very much. This is not Akari. This is not her usual environment or aura. That's Shiori's room there. Please feel free to look around. Nothing's been touched since she passed away. It feels sad to change anything, you see. And that is completely understandable. Oh, that's right. I have a tasty cake I could get out. Have yourself, won't you? I'll come call you when it's ready. Oh no, you're too kind. Well, excuse our brief intrusion. Right, all yours. Akari, you could be an actress. Prostate it. Now hurry up and go. I don't think she suspects anything, but I don't want to stay too long and risk a slip-up. I'll stand guard here. I'll knock if things seem dicey. When I do, come right out. Be sure to check around the room for anything of interest. Oh, and you might want to take pictures. Go on, Git. Go on, Git. What's up? Going into a dead person's room and investigating their belongings wasn't something I anticipated, so I'm not mentally prepared. Well, if I told you beforehand, would that make this any better? What are you on about? As if you haven't been running them. Exactly. Thank you, Akari. It's like this is new turf we're stamping on. But if you don't wanna, fine. In that case, let's leave ASAP. This house ain't comfortable. I'll do it. I wouldn't shout. If I've come this far, I've gotta. Be sure to signal me. Okay. We are in the business. I've gone inside. I feel like I'm doing something really bad. But well, too late to worry now. Let's investigate like heck. And, oh, we can't save. I haven't saved in a while. Well, that's bad. A mirror. Seems like she changed clothes here. Oh, that's a big closet. Lots of clothes hanging up. A ton of fancy bags too. And it all looks expensive. The outfits and accessories inside. A clothes dresser. Oh, I can't close it. That's really bad. Because it's like we're being too inquisitive, but we can't actually, close the fact that we've been snooping around. A uniform left out. You could at least clean this up. It'll get covered in dust. Did her mother want to leave it just as if it was when Natsumi was alive? So she did say something like that. A violin. Now that I shouldn't be taking out. It'd be bad news if it broke. So possibly take a photo of it. Lamp. Nothing special in the drawers. On top of it is a lamp and a phone charger. Let's see, puffy cushions. Nice. This sofa has storage compartments. Inside is miscellanea. Nothing of much note. Oh, and there's a stuffed cat here. Her wall clock's a cat too. Guess she likes cats, huh? A mirror and cosmetics. Did she do her makeup here? Possibly. In the drawers beneath, there's books, textbooks, and, well, nothing else worth a mention. A math textbook and a notebook. So she was keeping up her studies. With her studies. There's also stationery and an envelope. Was she going to write a letter? I'd like to check her PC too, but yeah, that wouldn't be good enough. Not like I have enough time anyway. Gosh, it's really blustery outside. A big stereo. There's a CD. Wonder what meditation device is. Something about meditation. Having a TV this big in your room makes me so envious. I don't have a TV in my room, period. The trash can's empty, This room is very clean. I bet the housekeeper still takes good care of it. Nothing of note. Already? That's too fast. I wanted to look more thoroughly. Right, taking photos. First, I'll get one off a desk. I've already got 2% battery left. Maybe I could squeeze in snapping just 2 more photos. Okay, let's hurry. Okay, 2 photos. What can I do of these photos? Photos of sofa by window. Yeah, definitely this one. And then I would say not that, not that, not that. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, closet interior. Yeah, closet interior is important because of the clothing which she wore when she died. Other batteries dead. Glad I was able to get at least those 3 pics. Circumstances. Yes, I'll come back now. Gotta close the closet. That would have been dangerous. Yeah, exactly. Very, very dangerous. Oh. What? This is... So slow. The old lady called twice, but I managed to play it off. Yeah, sorry. You discovered something, didn't you? Something up? Whatever, I'll ask later. Let's go downstairs for now. Thank you so much for today. Even getting out a cake for us. It's fine, I was glad to hear about my alma mater, Cosmos Academy. Sakura wouldn't talk about it much. Please do come for the memento distribution after the 49th day. A few of Shiori's friends should be coming, so if you could accompany them. Thank you very much, I'll be sure to come by. Well then, we'll take our leave today. Apologies for dropping in so suddenly. It's weird seeing Akari with a smile like that. Hello. Whoa, why are you two... Uh-oh. Mom, why'd you let these people in the house? Now, Sakura, greet them properly. These are friends of Shiori's but came to offer incense for her. Friends? Wrong. It's not like that. These people are digging up info on her. That's enough, Sakura. You're being rude to our visitors. Stop being foolish and get dressed. We have a meal with the Yazukas, and you're going too. Why? I've never gone to meals with them before. It was usually Shiori who... Don't tell me because she's gone. Instead, you're having me and Sumikazu. What are you saying? My word. Aren't such things for us to decide? Be sure to have a good chat with them now. Come now. Go and get changed. The housekeeper prepared your outfit. It's in Grace one piece I bought just for today. Yo, blanks! It's because you all like this at my... Oh, gosh. What? Really now? I apologize you had to see her make a scene. She's been terribly defiant lately. Perhaps she's unstable with Shiori gone. Hope she can learn to be a calm girl like you two. I'm sure she must still be shaken by the loss of her dear sister. You have my sympathies. I hope she can cheer up soon. Perhaps it was a good idea if we never talked to Sakura at all. Feels like I saw something gross. I feel sick. Hey, Akari. Are Natsumi's parents trying to marry off Sakura? To Yazuka? Wouldn't put it past them. Having talked with the Yazukas yet. But seems they want soon. Her mother looked like a good person too. To think she had such cruel things on her mind. Good person. Really now? Only on the outside at best. Even when we asked about Natsumi, it was all, I gave her good things, or she did what she was told. They just raised their daughter so as to be useful to the family's future. So those were the only responses she had. No desire for a kid with independence. That is true. And since they lost the oldest daughter they raised with such care, now it's the spare's turn. Talk about easy to read. Spare? You mean Sakura? Isn't that being too cruel? Not really. But that's pretty much how she sees it, you know. Just say you're thinking of her future, and it doesn't even look so bad. Oh, we did hear Sakura didn't get on well with her parents, but maybe it's to be expected given all that. Sakura even said that it's their parents' fault Natsumi. Ah. Maybe Shiori really did want to have a future of some kind outside of her family's prefecture of what she should be going through. I thought it was unbelievable that someone blessed by, like Shiori would kill herself, but maybe it's not like that, is it? Ah, came to a satisfactory answer. What investigation over? I won't quit now. In fact, I'm only more curious. Why did she die? Before, I was just thinking I wanted to know the truth of Natsumi's death, why the most popular girl in school had to. But it seems Natsumi wasn't blessed in every way like I thought. She wasn't just an idol that everyone looked up to. As I look into Natsumi, that girl who was only an idol slowly starts to seem more close. And then I want to know the reason for Natsumi's death all the more. You can't help but be sensitive about the death of someone close, can you? It's not like I was friendly with her, and we're not actually close or anything. So it's just a false impression. But anyway, that's how it feels now. So I'll continue my investigation. I'll learn more about Shiori Natsume the person and determine why she died. Are you fine with that, Akari? Sure. I'll follow after you. Go until you're satisfied. As a true friend does. Oh yeah, when you came out of Natsume's room, you had kind of a weird look. Find something interesting in there? Oh yeah. I checked a bunch of stuff, and I took some photos. My phone ran out of battery. Great investigative skills, by the way. So I think I'll have us look over the photos I took tomorrow. But see, I had the misfortune of finding this in a gap between the closet and the wall. Was it something that Natsumi had on person when she was found? Diary? Now that's something. So wait, you just took it? Yeah, I pulled it out without thinking, but hesitated to put it back. You were rushing me too. It's got a lock on it. Seems like a simple one though. Could break it open if you wanted. What it would be? What it would be? Pry it open with a screwdriver or maybe a hammer? Hold on a second. Sure you're not intending to read what's inside? Yes. Surely you are. Isn't that what you took it for? No, I found I took it in a rush, but I just failed to put it back is all. If I'd left it lying around, her mother might have read it. It's a secret diary that was hidden. Putting myself in Natsumi's shoes, I felt she might not have wanted that maybe it'd be better if I had it. And yet if you read it, you could know just like that what Natsumi was thinking, yeah? Be honest, you want to read it, right? I mean, well, yes, but to read something like it's like crystallized private feelings, I even feel self-conscious about it. What the hell's that about? You've been bluntly digging up all sorts of personal information using sensitivity as a shield. That is true. But this is entirely different. No, it's not that different, actually. How should I say this? I think diaries are like letters. Letters addressed to yourself. Yeah? Letters should only be read by the people they're addressed to. Other people can't read them, not even if they're someone close. So, only Natsumi can read his diary, and so I won't read it, even if I honestly, I really wanna. Right, I get it, do as you please. But what do I do now? I should return this diary, but if I hand it over to that wicked mother, she might just read it. Nothing to do but keep it, right? Look, the lady did keep telling us to go to the memento giving. You just got yours in advance. I guess that's the only real choice. I'll store it at home for now. Well, it's getting late. We should go. I don't know why, but I thought somebody was just watching by. Okay, a bunch happened last week, but let's stay cheerful this week as we investigate further. Yeah, so what'll it be? Right, so the main task for today is questioning about Kana Murakami. Oh, you're doing it. Well, sure you'd keep feigning ignorance of Kana. You can't deal with her type, huh, Aoi? Was it that obvious? Not to the same extent as Natsumi, but Murakami is popular, yeah. And super pretty. Definitely high up in the school cascades, which makes her hard to approach as someone in the lowest of cascades. Natsumi would have been the unchallenged number one though, right? What's your problem for you? Natsumi's kind of different, you know. She had a soft air about her, and was immaculable. Wait, but none of that matters. Sure, she's tough for me to deal with, but if she's connected to Natsumi, I'll look into Kana too. First, I'll ask around, and then I'd like to talk to her in person if she's still on campus, that is. Got it. So who are you going to question? Maybe a second year to start? Not counting the girls in clubs. Murakami has a modeling job, so she doesn't seem to be in a club. Oh, before we start questioning, we should check the photos I was able to take yesterday. Okay. I have dragged this out for long enough as it should be intended to. I didn't intend for this to go on for this long, but I really wanted to get through a big portion of this game. And I think we've done that so. But honestly, Aoi unfortunately is kind of the weakest link within this game so far. Like, every single time we get to one of these investigative parts where we're questioning people, it is really uncomfortable to be around a person like Aoi who doesn't really consider the other person's perspective when you're asked questions of that kind of caliber. Like, you're asking someone questions that are really sensitive, and it's possibly done in the worst way possible, as in like incredibly direct and not really thinking about what that other person might be feeling if you ask that kind of question. Like, you don't just ask somebody those kind of questions that Aoi does in order to try and extract information from them. You're going to get the polar opposite effect where you're going to be pushed away, not welcomed. Thank you so much for watching, people, and see you all in the next time of Pedestal. Thank you so much for watching and take care of yourselves.